it.
Hello everyone! Today we will lead you into a battle against the most devastating invasive species in the world, causing damage not only to ecosystems, but also to crops. This story is about a farmer's struggle against an invasive species that seems harmless, but is actually very dangerous. Wild boars. Join us as we explore this journey. Last fall, we witnessed the invasion of wild boars in a cornfield in Texas. What was particularly notable was their tremendous destructive power and how they created unprecedented chaos. Their noses can smell food and bountiful fields. They entered the fields with their offspring to eat the foods that farmers had prepared to harvest. At this time, we will explore the importance of corn for wild boars. For wild boars, corn is an indispensable part of their daily menu, especially in cornfields. Corn provides the best nutrients and energy for wild boars. Cornfields are where they choose to hide and find their food. They come and destroy the cornfields from within instead of from the outside. They attack with high precision. Wild pigs in the United States have torn through many cornfields and exerted pressure on surrounding residential areas. When driving through a cornfield, you might encounter a herd of wild pigs running wild, causing destruction and trampling on farmers' property. To prevent wild boars from destroying cornfields at night, farmers organize hunts right in their own fields as night falls. To do this, they must have many years of hunting experience and very accurate vision, because you can't quickly escape from a scary animal like them. They are highly active at night, move in herds, and each herd consists of about 10 to 20 wild boars. They attack and consume anything they encounter, including the carcasses of other animals. They infiltrate cities, rummage through garbage bins, and pollute the environment. They roam freely on roads, causing fear among people and hindering traffic flow. The battle against wild boars is ongoing, and we need to find solutions to protect cornfields and ecosystems. You now have a clearer understanding of the threat and the efforts of American farmers to safeguard cornfields from wild boar invasions. Let's continue to another area where the natural landscape is being encroached upon. In addition to the negative impacts caused by 287 million feral rabbits in Australia in recent years, Australia's natural and agricultural landscapes have also been dramatically altered by the influence of other invasive species, including wild goats, wild boars, wild camels, and the European red fox. Similar to how invasive species are controlled in the United States, the Australian government allows people to hunt certain invasive species in large numbers. Additionally, economically valuable invasive species are collected and sold by farmers to offset lost production costs. In the 17th century, goats were brought as pets and food. But after many years, the goats escaped or were released into the wild, establishing feral goat populations. Today, there are about 2.3 million feral goats living in Australia, mainly distributed in semi-arid or mountainous areas such as Western New South Wales, South Australia, Western Australia, and Queensland. Like white-tailed deer in the United States, wild goats in Australia can also appear quite cute. However, the population of over 2 million feral goats causes significant damage to Australia's agriculture and environment. In regions like Western Australia, wild goat herds contribute significantly to environmental degradation due to competition for water, food, and shelter with native wildlife and livestock. Currently, commercial harvesting of wild goats is valued at around $29 million, and many Australian herders consider capturing and selling wild goats an essential part of their business. This practice helps them mitigate the economic losses caused by feral goats. Australia often employs horses and helicopters to gather hundreds of wild goats before selling them to goat meat processing facilities. In addition to wild goats, feral camels also pose a significant problem for Australia's natural landscape and agriculture. In the 1840s, the first camels were brought to Australia by the British to assist in exploring the remote and inhospitable regions of the continent. At that time, they were not considered problematic. However, with the advent of motorized transportation in the 1920s, camel travel was gradually phased out, leading to camels being released into the wild. It is estimated that in the early 2000s, the population of wild camels in Australia peaked at around 3.1 million. However, when control methods such as hunting, trapping, and other methods were applied, the numbers of these animals decreased by more than half. Feral camels pose particular problems for people living in areas where they are most common. They can also deplete small reservoirs of water in arid areas. Additionally, wild camels become aggressive towards sheep and cattle, sometimes refusing to let them feed or drink. The estimated economic damage caused by wild camels in Australia is around $17 million per year, although this reported number is likely much lower. When hunting wild camels across mainland Australia, currently the most popular method is aerial hunting by helicopter. They gather wild camels together and then slaughter them. Most state governments and the national government allow people to hunt wild camels in unlimited numbers. So, now you know more about this wild animal, right? If you liked this video, please check out our next video. Goodbye and see you in the next video. Regarding harmful invasive species, do you know how licorice gets into cities? They follow trails through forests and main roads, penetrating residential areas. They can also climb tree branches and use electric wires to move. They can also climb tree branches and use electric wires to move. In 2020, it is estimated that between 500 and 1,000 baboons entered residential areas in Georgia. Each animal weighs 20 to 30 pounds and migrates in herds of 5 to 20 animals, according to local information. The distinguishing feature of baboons, compared to regular monkeys, is that their tails are shorter, usually 4 to 6 inches long, and have no hair at the tip. These characteristics and behaviors make it easy for them to climb and move in urban environments. Baboons often migrate into urban areas in search of food, but their curiosity about cars parked on the side of the road leads to serious intrusions, seriously affecting the environment. Participants traffic. They often sit on top of cars, blurring the driver's vision and causing loss of control, leading to collisions with other vehicles. In 2022, there were more than 100 accidents in the city caused by baboons, injuring more than 50 people. Residents face major car repair costs. Invasive baboons cause significant damage. What measures should Georgian authorities take to address this problem? The baboons show fearlessness, directly breaking car windshields even when there are people in the car. They climb everywhere in the car, causing many scratches due to their sharp claws. This incident not only caused serious damage to the vehicle, but also increased safety concerns for residents when traveling and living in the city area. To prevent traffic safety risks caused by baboons, what measures do you think car owners should take to avoid similar incidents? Baboons not only invade parking areas, but also affect Georgians by rummaging through trash cans and destroying household belongings. Besides, baboons also have a potential risk of spreading diseases to humans. Garbage can contain many dangerous pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, and parasites. As baboons indiscriminately ingest garbage and excreta, they may unintentionally transmit these pathogens to humans through direct or indirect contact. To prevent lichen infestations and vandalism while protecting the environment and public health, share your thoughts below. Everyone's contributions will help us understand this issue more deeply. To tackle the problem of invasive baboons, hunters in Georgia have organized adventure hunts. They chose locations in the forest and installed baboon hunting tents as effective means of hunting. These tents range in size from 6 to 8 feet, large enough for concealment and convenience for hunters. The fabric used for tents is usually parachute fabric, providing cover and protection in inclement weather. Hunters often use this tent for 2 to 3 days during hunting trips, making sure to prepare all the necessary equipment before each trip. During their hunts, especially at each site, hunters use large quantities of fruit to entice baboons, greatly increasing hunting efficiency and helping to manage baboon populations. Invade. High-quality stands and effective lure strategies make hunts easier and more successful, ensuring safety and success in eliminating baboons. Hunting to control baboon populations has helped reduce their invasion in Georgia. The effectiveness of this measure has stabilized the baboon population, preventing it from increasing in recent years. City residents no longer have to face regular incursions from baboons. However, hunters participating in this activity usually must be 18 years old or older. Usually allows them to hunt a limited number of baboons per day, usually about 2 to 3. Courses for residents are held in the spring and summer when baboon infestations are usually high. This education is intended to provide guidance on how to prevent and respond to an encounter. Participants must be adults, usually 18 years of age or older, to ensure they have enough knowledge to apply what they learn in practice. In 2021, losses to the bison livestock industry in Montana due to wolf hunting are estimated to be up to $12 million. Bison, when released outdoors, become easy targets for invading wolves. With a maximum travel speed of about 40 miles per hour, wolves move faster than bison, making them easier to approach and attack. Each year, a single wolf can hunt 20 to 30 bison, presenting a serious economic challenge for North Americans that must be addressed. Wolves are proficient swimmers and are also an invasive species. However, their weakness is that when hunting underwater, they lose body heat faster than on land. Their fur is not enough to keep them warm in cold water, making it possible for bison to escape attacks from invading wolves. If you're a cattle farmer in North America, take preventative measures before wolves attack your property. Overnight, wolves invaded a North American sheep farm, causing disaster for the sheep and farmers, with damage to their prime assets estimated to be in the millions of dollars. When wild wolves entered sheep farming areas, the flock suffered heavy losses, some sheep were injured, and many did not survive. This rapid attack caught people and authorities by surprise, causing them to not take defensive measures in time. In the process of catching wolves, ensuring the safety of hunters is very important. The most appropriate time for them to conduct wolf-catching activities is during the day. In North America, wolf trespassing is often done during the day, although wolves are primarily active at night. One reason for this is that at night, terrain conditions are often covered with 3 to 4 feet of snow, making travel difficult and dangerous. Moving through deep snow is strenuous and time-consuming work, requiring hunters to be in good health and able to adapt to harsh weather conditions. Hunters need to wear warm clothes to avoid catching a cold. On average, it takes a North American hunter 30 to 45 minutes to set a trap in the snow. The time it takes for an experienced professional hunter to set a trap may vary. Hunters who collect wolves need to wear protective gear such as thick gloves to avoid injuries from claws or fangs, helping to prevent viral infections from them. Installing coyote traps in snowy terrain in North America is challenging because deep snow makes digging holes difficult. Hunters must use shovels to dig holes, making the process longer and more labor-intensive. The size of the hole dug for wolf traps is usually 1 to 2 feet. Things to use as bait for wolves are small animal carcasses or artificial baits that have an attractive smell and special flavor to attract them, making wolves feel safer and more comfortable, making catching wolves easier. If you are a hunter, leave a comment about what kind of scent you like. North American hunters often use diverse and high-speed snowmobiles to collect invasive wolves. North American hunters often use diverse and high-speed snowmobiles to collect invasive wolves. Diverse snowmobiles can reach speeds of 40 to 50 miles per hour, helping hunters operate efficiently in snowy terrain. Each day, hunters transport between 5 and 20 invasive wolves to processing areas. If you support this method, please leave a comment with the number 5 to encourage and motivate hunters to protect property in North America. To capture wolves does not violate animal welfare principles, as they risk being attacked by other animals. Hunters must regularly check traps, collect wolves promptly, and deal with them immediately. Hunters use a variety of tools to capture invasive wolves while they are still mobile. Compliance with legal policies is important for North American hunters handling invasive wolves, requiring participants to be 18 years of age or older. If you know of other important factors hunters should consider, please share them for their reference. Subsequent episodes will explore how North Americans dealt with invasive wolves using hunting tools. Is this method more effective than a vacuum trap? Are foot traps effective in dealing with invasive wolves? If you have a better solution, please share your opinions and comments below. Finally, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to support our channel and enjoy upcoming content with your friends.